Many thanks for joining us right here on Sunday, the 17th day of March 2024. My name is John Matava. Sign language interpreter tonight is Angel Lois. We have a lot for you, but first, let's take a look at the highlights making the bulletin tonight. Tonight on Lookuptv Weekend, celebrated NTV journalist Rita Tinina found dead at a Kileleshwa apartment in Nairobi. President William RUTO cautions leaders over Transmara clashes, urging locals to embrace peace. And governors drawn from the vast coastal region back Raila Odinga in his quest to clinch the AUC top job. Many thanks for joining us from wherever you're watching from. You're just in time for the Look-Up Weekend. Celebrated journalist Rita Tinina has died. Tina, who has been working for the NTV since October last year, was found dead in a house in Nairobi's Kileleshwa area on Sunday afternoon. According to her colleagues, she was said to be at work, but she did not show up and could not be reached on her phone. A search into her whereabouts led the discovery of a body in the house. The cause of her death has not been yet identified. Away from that, President William RUTO has called for an end to tribal politics, saying it is delaying the nation's progress. Speaking during a Thanksgiving service in Narok County, the head of state asked the region that they've been divided on clan and tribal lines for the longest time to embrace unity. And as Brian Amwai reports, the president also directed the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki to set up a meeting with security agencies in the area to deal with the rising cases of insecurity.
Tribal clashes in the larger North region have been a bane for the security apparatus in the country. President RUTO, during his tour of Narok County, called on the residents and the political class to shun tribal politics and unite the region instead of dividing it based on clans.
Ukiona mtu ako sana na akili ya kabila hii na kabila hii, huyo mtu ni very dangerous. Kwa sababu atagawanya nchi kwanza. Akuja afike Narok, agawanya Narok. Akuja hapa kijiji, aseme hawa ni wa clan ile, hawa ni wa clan hii. Aende kwa clan, aende aseme nyinyi ni wa bibi mkubwa, nyinyi ni bibi mdogo. Aende huko mpaka atamaliza dunia. Please. Na waomba. Mambo ya clan, mambo ya kabila, mambo ya sehemu, hayawezi kutupatia nafasi ya kwenda mbele kama Kenya.
The president stressed on the importance of a united region, calling on the residents to emulate the strides being taken by the larger East African region to speak in one voice, the last one being fronting one candidate for the AUC position.
Saa hizi tunaongea mambo ya East African community, vile tutashirikiana, vile tutakuwa hata na serikali moja. Nyinyi mnasikia tunapanga Africa Union, tunapanga vile tutaunganisha jumuiya ya Afrika iwe ni soko moja. Tayari tuko na soko inaitwa Africa Continental Free Trade Area ya kuunganisha soko moja ya Afrika. Tunapanga kuungana tuwe East Africa. Wewe unaturudisha nyuma ati tutoke huko tuje kwa clan. Sio ni upuzi.
RUTO stressed that division on the tribal lines hinders development and progress for the community, warning against utterances that seek to divide the nation from the political class.
Pale wakati tunatafuta nafasi ya mmoja wetu kama Mkenya apate nafasi kwa Africa Union, sisi wote kama Wakenya, bila ya kujali jamii, bila ya kujali chama, tuungane ili tuweze kupata hiyo nafasi ya Mkenya mmoja kupata ile nafasi. That is what we must do as a nation.
On matter security, the head of state ordered the Interior CS Kithure Kindiki to hold security meetings with the agencies in Narok, this coming after attacks despite setting up a new police station in Transmaron.
Sisi upande wa serikali tutahakikisha kwamba kuna uwezo wa serikali wa kuhakikisha ya kwamba mali na maisha ya wananchi inalindwa. Lakini kuna mambo ambayo inaweza kutatuliwa kijamii ndio watu waishi kwa pamoja. Na wauliza viongozi wa sehemu hii, viongozi wa dini, county government yetu na wizara yangu ya mambo ya usalama watashirikiana pamoja na nyinyi ndio tuweze kutatua hilo tatizo, ndio Narok na sehemu hii iweze kwenda mbele kwa amani, na tuweze kushughulika na kuzalisha chakula, tuweze kushughulika na mambo ya maendeleo pasipo na fujo ama vita na wananchi kupoteza maisha yao.
Ruto was accompanied by First Lady Rachel Ruto, Narok Governor and Senator Ledamo Lekina, Majority Leader in the Senate, among other leaders. Brian Amuai, Lookuptv.
On the other side, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has reprimanded a section of leaders from the South Rift region over the chaos witnessed during the President William Ruto's Bomet and Kericho tour. As Rita Tinina now files, Gachagua has vowed to restore order, hinting at convening a meeting between the leaders involved in the fracas.
Just a day after President William Ruto completed his two-day development tour in the South Rift region, where Governors Eric Mutai and Hilary Bachok were reprimanded by the public, a seemingly angered Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has called the leaders to order, condemning them over what transpired during the tour.
Kama rais amekuja kwa county nyumbani na ni rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, amekuja kuzidua mipango ya maendeleo, kupanga maendeleo. Munatoa rais kwa mamlaka yake na cheo chake. Kazi yake ni kuzuia vita. Wewe hapana piga kelele, wewe nyamaza. We want total respect for President William Ruto. Na mikutano yake hawezi kuwa vile niliona jana. Sasa niliangalia TV jana. Ile maneno yote mzuri rais alifanya hakuna. Simuliona TV jana? Ile naoneshwa ni vita na kelele. Ile mazuri yote ilikuwa imetulete imepotea. Let us be very, very careful.
Speaking in Nandi County during a church service, Gachagua hinted at convening a meeting between the leaders involved in the weekend incidents to address the issues at hand, noting that it was an embarrassment to the head of state.
Hao viongozi wa college nitawaita. Niwaite? Nitawaita. Now, if they don't listen to me, nitakuja kuwashitaki kwenu. Tumekubaliana? Nyinyi mngetaka rais aendelee kuoneshwa aibu?
The second in command, while highlighting the steps made in stabilizing the economy, now says that the situation will get even better, with the Kenyan shilling continuing to gain over the American dollar.
Kulikuwa deni ya 9.8 trillion. Kulikuwa na ingine naitwa Eurobond ya 2 billion US dollars ambaye amelipa wiki mbili iliyopita. Na for 1 year rais amekuwa pale tukimsaidia kungangana na hii madeni. Kwa sababu hiyo madeni lazima ilipwe kwa sababu ilichukuliwa na serikali ya Kenya. Na kwa hivyo mnaweza kuona kama mambo ilikuwa naenda polepole, lakini mambo imeanza kufunguka. Na mimi mbolea tukiingia ilikuwa shilingi 7,000. Sasa ni 2,500. Unga tukiingia ilikuwa shilingi 240. Imeteremka 130, 135, 120. Dola ilikuwa imepanda mpaka 62 shillings, 162. Sasa imeteremka 130, inaelekea ikienda chini.
Governors from the coastal regions have endorsed the Azimio leader Raila Odinga for the position of the chairman of the African Union Commission. This comes as different leaders vote to succeed Odinga for the position of the chairman of the ODM party, emphasizing that it is time for the coastal region to take leadership of the party.
Yule tayari alikuwa shafika kiwango cha kuwa baba wa Afrika nzima. Ni faida kwa Kenya, ni faida kwa Uganda, ni faida kwa Tanzania, ni faida kwa Ghana, ni faida kwa Nigeria, ni faida kwa Afrika nzima kwa baba kuwa pale, kwa sababu yule ni mzee mwenye hekima kubwa sana. Yule ni mmoja kati ya wale viongozi ambao wamerithi fikra ile ndoto ya kuwa na United African Continent. Yule ndio amebaki na hiyo ndoto. Sasa huku chini watu wanalalama, oh, baba akienda itakuwaje, itakuwaje, itakuwaje? Mimi niko, Oparanya yuko, Joe yuko. Yani baba hapo ako na jeshi bado kubwa sana. Mng'aro yuko hapo. Kusema uongozi wa chama uje Pwani au uende wapi itategemea sisi wenyewe vile tutashikana. Of course ni kweli Pwani tumesimama kwa ODM vizuri sana. Hata sasa sisi
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has asked drivers of school buses to be extra vigilant and cautious on the roads to avert fatal accidents claiming the lives of young Kenyans. Speaking on Sunday when he condoled with the students and teachers of Kapsabet High School in Nandi County for the death of 2 colleagues in a tragic road accident on Kabarnet-Marigat Road on Saturday, the DP said the young people are the future of the country and they must be taken care of to safeguard the nation's posterity. The Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has cautioned school drivers to exercise care and vigilance while ferrying students on the roads. This after Kapsabet Boys School bus was involved in a road accident on Saturday that resulted in loss of a student and a teacher's life.
We take this opportunity to appeal to our drivers and other road users to exercise care and vigilance on our roads, and more so those who drive our buses for schools. These are precious jewels for our country. Our young people are the future of this country. So when we drive them around, we must remain alert.
At the same time, the DP asked all motorists in the country to be vigilant to prevent such incidents in the future, urging drivers to drive at a right speed and at the right direction.
Carry the future of this great republic. So we continue to urge for a lot of care among our motorists on our roads to drive at the right speed, to drive in the right way, so that we take care of the lives that we carry and we make sure that we don't lose more Kenyans through road carnage.
Vilevile Gachagua alitoa rambirambi za Rais William Ruto akisema serikali itasimama na shule hiyo kujikwamua kutoka katika janga hilo. Aidha, Gachagua alipongeza shule hiyo kwa kuweka viwango vya juu vya masomo akiwahimiza wanafunzi kutokata tamaa kufuatia. As the government intensifies the fight against drug abuse across the country, Defense Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale on Sunday called on the Muslim scholars and religious leaders and the businessmen to join hands with the government in doing away with the menace. The last 2 weeks has seen the national government and the administrative offices in partnership with the National Police Service, the county government and the Nakada mount a serious crackdown on targeting kiosks, shops and peddlers involved in the vice.
Speaking in Garissa County, Defense Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has urged Islamic leaders, religious leaders, businessmen and scholars to be in the front line in the fight against illegal alcohol and drug abuse among the communities, villages and towns. Duale said that the police have cooperated with Nakada officials in the arrest of 3 people with 353 rolls of bang, which worth 75,000 Kenyan shillings.
I want to urge all the Muslim leaders, scholars, religious leaders, businessmen, because we are part and parcel of the Kenyan society, we must place and take our position to make sure that we get rid of drugs in our communities, in our homes, and in our towns.
The CS noted that it is everyone's responsibility to help the government in dealing with illegal alcohol as well as drug abuse to enable the next generation eradicate drugs and harmful alcohol, which has in the recent claimed lives, leaving others blind.
And support the government initiative to clean the generation to come out of drugs.
Daniel Omayo, Lookuptv.
We are sorry for that technical hitch earlier on, and of course that story by Daniel takes us for our first break right in Look Up Weekend. Stay with us, we'll be coming back with more news for you.
University of Kenya, which was chartered on the 3rd of August 2023, aims to revolutionize higher education by breaking down barriers such as cost, previous exam grades, and geographical location through online open learning at the comfort of your home, job, etc., thus ensuring accessibility to education for all members of the society. In a nutshell, Open University of Kenya leverages technology to deliver education.
Open University has brought a new dawn in the Kenya education system, where learners are able to access education in a flexible, affordable, and all-inclusive.
Intakes ongoing for May and September. For more information, call us on 0202 000211 or 0202 000212 or email us at info@ouk.ac.ke. Open University of Kenya, an innovative university for inclusive prosperity. Are you an SME looking for a media partner? Look no more, as Lookuptv got you covered for all your visibility and marketing needs. We at Lookuptv understand your business needs and want to work with you on your marketing journey, giving you solutions that will take you to the next level. Call us today on 0707 572 358 or send an email to sales@lookuptv.co.ke and kickstart this amazing journey. Welcome to Lookuptv, your official SME media partner.
Save a Life is a non-profit organization that has taken the front line in transforming lives in the entire country. So far, we have transformed life of over 100,000 people through our programs, which include medical support, youth empowerment, street family program, feeding program, and climate change. Join us today as we transform lives. As we always say, service to humanity is service to God. Save a life, transforming lives.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. The deployment of police reservists along the border of the West Pokot and neighboring counties is bearing fruit owing to the normalcy that is slowly returning to once banditry-hit region. The Ministry of Interior early this year deployed at least 205 officers to quell cases of banditry in the county. As Maureen Bosire now reports, the herders narrate and talk to us about the current situation in the region.
With West Pokot and the neighboring counties experiencing frequent cases of banditry, a move that prompted the government to deploy police reservists to the county to restore order. The move seems to be bearing fruits as normal business that had been brought to a standstill in parts of Chesegon, Cheptulel and Masol resumes. Speaking at Masol Secondary School during the Thanksgiving ceremony, West Pokot Governor Simon Kachapin said that they will further collaborate with the national government to ensure affected schools reopen.
Sindua juzi pale Jesta itasaidia mambo ya amani area hii. Through the DCC tumeomba sana tuongezewe NPR wengine. Kwa sababu serikali peke yake kupitia security team ambayo iko haitaweza katika sehemu hii ya mpakani. Na tunajua tukiongezewa NPR tutaweza kuishi vizuri na majirani yetu ili tuendelee kujenga mashule nyingi na watoto wetu wasome.
Wilson Chikeruk, Masol member of County Assembly, has shown its contentment with the national government's plan of restoring peace in Masol. Chikeruk, however, called on the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki to move with speed and fulfill his promise to reopen 7 schools that were closed down due to insecurity, including Cheptulal boys.
Ningeomba pia wale NPR ambaye tulipewa, Mheshimiwa Kindiki, tunakuomba ukaweze kuongeza marudufu ya ile tuliweza kupata.
Eric, a resident in Masol Ward, West Pokot County, says that cases of insecurity have been rampant in the area, but after the deployment of police reservists, they have witnessed harmony and romance in the region.
Kwa wakati huu tunaona area imetulia, hasa baina ya sisi na Turkana upande wa Masol, na imekuwa kwa muda wakati KPR walipo patiwa recruitment na wakatrainiwa pale Chester, na sisi kama watu ya Masol tulipata upande hii KPR karibu 15, upande wa Nyangaita ambaye Masol tuko na ward 2 wakapata 15 ambaye wanakaa upande wa Wakulo Kotulbo, na wale wengine wakadeployiwa wakaenda pale Amole.
Maureen Nyakiradio Bosire, Lookuptv.
Residents of Dandora Phase 5 estate are crying foul over lack of a proper sewerage system in the area. The residents are concerned that at the onset of April rains with the situation will get out of hand and are calling on the government to step up and ensure the issue is resolved immediately.
The scene in Dandora Phase 5, wearing face masks has become the order of the day. Sewer water that poses a threat to the health of residents living around here.
Hii area imebeba watu wengi sana. The population yenye iko hapa, watu ni wengi zaidi. Na una hapa, sewage inapofurika upande wa juu, inakuja inaingia mpaka huku chini. Wengi wenye sewage wameelekeza kwa mto na serikali ilikataa maneno ya mto. So ningeomba serikali ichukue majukumu ya kujua hizi masiweji zitafanywa nini na hao wananchi watafanywa nini, sababu hao wananchi wa Kenya.
The lack of proper sewer line making it hard for waste to be directed to the right destination, making life unbearable for area residents who remain wary of what situation will be once rains start falling come April. Most of the pipes broke, leading to the waste being directed in the residential areas, a situation that has seen children develop waterborne diseases. Residents are now calling on Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja and area MCA and MP to come to their aid.
Lile nataka kuongea nzuri kwa ajili ya governor, MP na MCA huko. MCA huko hata hatujuanga kwa upande gani. Tangu apite hatujai muona. Watoto wetu tunaogopa. So vile mvua inakuja hivi, hatuelewi ni nini itaendelea, maana unapata ya kwamba kila wakati magonjwa yatakuwa na mambo hayatakuwa mazuri. So naomba governor Sakaja, naomba MP Kaguya, hawa najua ya kwamba ni watu wenye wanaelewa kile kinaendelea. Watusaidie area sharp corner, hii sewage imetu affect na inaendelea kutu affect.
Abdimajid Hussein, Lookuptv.
Residents of Kariobangi North have expressed their concerns over the placement of electric lines in close proximity to residential buildings, citing imminent danger they pose to their lives. In a recent tragic incident that has sparked community outrage, a child was electrocuted while playing with residents, now calling on the Kenya Power to act with speed and ensure safety on those with the vicinity.
With West Pokot and the neighboring counties experiencing frequent cases of banditry, a move that prompted the government to deploy police reservists to the county to restore order.
North, you are greeted by high voltage power lines from Kenya Power, which are hanging precariously and solo adjacent to residential plots in Harmony. For long, this connection with no standards have endangered the lives of area residents, with the most recent case being that of a child in critical condition at Kenyatta National Hospital after accidentally coming into contact with an exposed cable while playing on their balcony.
Zaidi ya miaka 30 tuko na shida kubwa sana ambayo tumeletewa na watu wa Kenya Power. Walikuja wakatuwekea waya hapa zenye zinapitisha moto ile kubwa zaidi na tangu waweke hii stima ama waweke hii waya kutoka hiyo 2010 mpaka sasa imeua mzee moja na imechoma watoto ambao hawana makosa, ambao hawajui hatari ya hiyo waya, sababu imewekwa karibu na balcony. Na saa hii venye tunaongea, mtoto mmoja amechomeka juzi, ako pale Kenyatta ICU.
Still, a human survivor has a scar that ran down his arm, a scar that was brought about by a life-threatening ordeal of being electrocuted. Defying the odds to survive, now at 21, she reflects on the journey, calling on Kenya Power to take action.
Mimi nilichomeka nikiwa tunacheza na dadangu mdogo. Tulikuwa tunacheza hapa hivi kwa balcony, na kama mchezo tu ya watoto tukaguza stima, na hivyo ndo venye moto iliwaka ikanichoma mkono. Naomba tu watu wa Kenya Power at least uangalie usalama wa watoto hapa.
The residents are now calling for swift action to be taken to ensure safety of the residents in the vicinity.
Ile kitu iko ni malalamishi yamekuwa mengi kwa ajili ya hii stima. Imeweza kuangamiza mzee mmoja 2010 na sasa imeweza kuangamiza watoto. Sasa ni vizuri tuangaliliwe kwa sababu hatutaki kupoteza maisha ya watu wetu, ya Wakenya wetu. Ukiangalia kwa hii stima imekaribia sana na balcony, ambako ndipo wamama wanafuria, ndipo wanaanika manguo, na pia watoto wanachezea karibu na hiyo territory. Sasa tungeomba tu Kenya Power wajue venye wataweza kudivert hiyo stima, hata kama wataweza kusukuma nje kidogo kutumia njia yenye wataweza, lakini iondoke karibu na maproti.
George Kayesi, Lookuptv.
National Assembly's Minority Leader James Opiyo Wandayi has folded the government over the skewed manner in which it is distributed the subsidized fertilizer. The Unguja lawmaker laments that whereas farmers are preparing to plant in time during this long rain season, they have not been able to access the subsidized fertilizers effectively. Wandayi says that what is baffling is that the fertilizer seems to be inadequate, and in places where it is, the offices are supposed to distribute it done work efficiently.
The first issue is obviously about the matter of subsidized fertilizer distribution. As you all know, the long rains are here with us, and farmers are preparing to plant during this long rain season. What is baffling is that the subsidized fertilizer that the government keeps on talking about is either not there in adequate quantities, or where it is there, there are no officers to serve farmers on time. A case in point is the NCPB depot at Ambira, which has got some stocks of this fertilizer. But farmers have to go and stay the whole day from morning to evening, many times, without being served on account of the fact that the officer who is supposed to serve them is also serving other depots like Yala, Sega, and elsewhere. So that is definitely unacceptable. The subsidized fertilizer must be produced, must be supplied in enough quantities at the right time, and farmers must be served efficiently and on a timely manner. The kind of lethargy we are seeing in NCPB is worrying, and we are calling upon whoever is responsible at the NCPB and at the Ministry of Agriculture to move with speed and address the situation with the seriousness it deserves. Otherwise, we shall conclude that this subsidized fertilizer is now being used again as a political tool.
National Assembly Budget and Appropriation Committee Chairperson Ndindi Nyoro now says the economy is on the right trajectory, enumerating several budgetary intervention measures by the government aimed at achieving the set goals. The Kiaru lawmaker revealed budgetary allocations including 26.3 billion Kenyan shillings to Education Ministry towards confirmation in employment and hiring of teacher interns in junior secondary schools. Martin Masharia with more in our news drop.
As the Kenyan shilling continues to gain over the US dollar, with its effect being felt in the economy, Kiharu lawmaker Ndindi Nyoro has attributed the turnaround to the measures put in place by the Kenya Kwanza administration. Ero highlighted key budget allocations, including 26.3 billion Kenya shillings to the Education Ministry for teachers' employment and hiring of interns in the junior secondary schools.
Tumeweka bilioni over 670 katika ile budget ambayo tunatengeneza ya kusaidia elimu. Katika hiyo fedha tumeweka 26.3 billion katika TSC, na tumesema wale walimu wamekuwa wakijitolea kama interns in our JSS institutions, 26,000 of them lazima tuwa confirm on permanent and pensionable terms.
Raila Odinga anaenda kufanikiwa kupata ofisi nyingine. Sisi kama watu wa Kenya, hakuna tasamio lingine, ni ya kwamba tu huyu mama peke yake ndio anafaa katika uongozi wa nchi.
Elsewhere in a bid to address the issue of drug and substance abuse among young people in Laikipia County, Pastor Dorcas Rigathi has launched a youth soccer league aimed at keeping the youth engaged and away from harmful behaviors.
Tumeongea na tumesema tutatafuta kazi. Hizo timu 32 tutajua ni miradi gani tunaweza kuanza kwa wakati huu.
Finally, a civil society group Bunge Mashinani initiative has shed light on the concerning lack of awareness among Kenyans regarding the functions of their county leaders. The organization, which advocates for citizen engagement with county governance processes in Kiambu County, highlighted that this gap has hindered citizens from understanding their role in driving development through the elected representatives.
This report was looking at how are citizens in Kiambu aware of how county governance is in terms of processes, functions of MCAs, governors, senators, roles of the national government and county government. Are they able to differentiate between those roles of national government and county government? So we did a baseline survey in December, and we collected data, and so that data was part of the report that we were launching today. So some of the recommendations that have come with that report is that a lot of civic education needs to be done.
Martin Masharia, Lookuptv.
You're watching Look Up Weekend at exactly 1 minute past 9 p.m. We are off for a break. We'll be coming back with more news for you.
University of Nairobi is a distinguished institution of higher learning dedicated to nurturing your intellectual curiosity and pushing the boundaries of knowledge. From state-of-the-art laboratories to modern libraries equipped with the latest resources, we provide you with the tools you need to succeed. Choose from a wide range of programs designed to prepare you for challenges of tomorrow's world. Whether in STEM, humanities, business, or the arts, our strong industry connections and career service support will help you translate your education into meaningful career opportunities upon graduation. Join a vibrant community of scholars from around the world, fostering cultural exchange, collaboration, and lifelong friendships. Book your space now for September intakes. Log in to https://www.uonbi.ac.ke for a wide range of courses to choose from. You can also contact +254 020 491 0000 or email us at pr@ounbi.ac.ke.
Mambo ni mawili: kufikisha, kumwaga na kurudi. Kulala ni mwaka mpya.
Muka we mse. Nini mbaya? Wewe kwani wani vile dereva anaendesha gari vibaya, lazima tususe. Anaendesha gari na kwa simu the whole time, hata angalia barabara. Tusimame. Wewe dereva wewe, mwaka iliyopita peke yake watu zaidi ya 3,000 walipoteza maisha yao barabarani kwa sababu ya tabia kama hizo. Hautatuangamiza tukiona.
Naomba msamaha, nitampeleka vizuri.
Si wameomba msamaha. Sasa Twende tusafiri kwa mwendo wa aste.
Dere Smart hufikisha abiria salama. Ujumbe huu umeletwa kwako na NTSA kwa ushirikiano na European Union.
Time for some sporting action. Nondescript saw off the Kenya Harlequin 26-20 at the RFUAE ground during the top 6 playoff clash in the Kenya Super Cup. The win propelled them into the semi-finals where they are set to play against defending champions Kabras Sugar next weekend in Kakamega County. In other matches, Menengai Oilers returned to the Kenya Cup semis after winning 26-10 against Kenyatta University's Black Blood at the Nakuru Showground. Young Kings from the Dandora and Dagoretti mixed girls are the champions of the 4th edition of Safaricom Chapadimba, Nairobi region. Young Kings came 1-0 down to thrash Dagoretti Lions 6-1 to claim the victory. On the other girls' side, Dagoretti mixed girls defeated Misekore DI Queens from Makadara 6-0 to emerge the champions. Both teams pocketed 250,000 Kenyan shillings and they will represent Nairobi region in the finals of the Safaricom Chapadimba on April in Kisumu County.
The game ilikuwa poa. Tulikuwa na expect ushindi kwetu. Hatukuwa nataka to lose home. Yeah. Kucheza mbele ya mafans yote imekuwa poa, wametusupport. Walikuwa jasiri utachukua kitu. I thank God tumeichukua. Tukienda Kisumu tuna expect kutrain poa, kukula poa, everything ikuwe poa kwetu.
Kipaji tuko nayo ya kusoma game. Sisi makocha tuko kwa bench. Sasa tulisoma game yao jana, ndio sababu game imekuwa rahisi kwetu. Nafikiri ni message tulikuwa natumia teams naenda kubit Kisumu. Ndio tunakujia title for the first time in Nairobi.
Game ya leo haijakuwa mbaya. Imekuwa tu fiti, azin kunang'ana tu, kujituma, na hivyo ndo tukawin game. Katika finals tunatarajia ushindi, na tutakapopata ushindi pia sifa na shukrani tutazirudisha kwa Mungu juu yeye ndo mwenye kupanga kila kitu.
Katika finali ni kwenda kushinda hiyo kikombe. Juu ni mara mingi sana sisi kama Nairobi kushinda mwaka nimeprepare poa.
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi on Saturday graced the E-League 1 Esports tournament organized by the Esports Kenya Federation. This groundbreaking move showcases the growing recognition of esports in Kenya. The tournament, held in Ruaraka, Nairobi, marks a significant milestone in Kenya's esports journey, offering players the chance to compete both locally and internationally.
Serikali yetu ya Kenya ina nia sana ya kuhakikisha kwamba wale ambao wana talanta kwa mambo ya sports pia wanasaidiwa, watuletee heshima na pia wenyewe wajijenge vilivyo. Kwa hivyo sisi tuko hapa kuonyesha tu kwa ishara kwamba tuko na nyinyi na tunamtakia heri na fanaka kwa yale yote ambayo mnaendelea kupanga.
Once we say thank you very much, Your Excellency, we invite you to continue coming. We have 2 champions from Mombasa already in this competition. We have 2 champions from Nakuru, and we shall have 4 here. And next weekend they shall play in the grand finale to realize who goes to France. And we hope to see a good competition, but we shall continue to push forward. Kenya is already known as the epicenter of technology in Africa, of digital advancement in Africa, and this is a digital sport. So we are not ready to relinquish our first position. We also want, when you speak about esports in Africa, you speak about Kenya #1.
And now on to our FA Cup results today. Chelsea has beaten Leicester 4-2 and Manchester United has beaten Liverpool 4-3. And of course the semi-finals fixtures, Coventry versus Manchester United and Manchester City versus Chelsea. And that is it from the news desk. Many thanks for watching, and those who made this bulletin a success, we're saying thank you. My name once again is John Matava. Sign language interpreter has been Angel Lois. Have a good night. Bye bye for now.
We value your feedback and welcome your complaints about our programming and operations. Feel free to get in touch with us through 0700 893 542 or send us an email to